started.
A B C D E F G.
The fuck?
Did you say I want to start it?
Like mic check, nigga.
It don't matter. Let's
Does it
just
just
go.
matter?
Yeah. Damn. So okay.
Yeah.
So I have a question for you guys.
What's
really?
up?
Well, actually, I don't want to start. I don't want to start there. Like, what do y'all consider a friend? Do y'all consider everybody a friend, or do y'all do you think of like?
How many of us have them?
Yeah,
I
like
think that like there's different tiers. There's different levels of friendship. This is tier 1. This is the closest level.
Oh, thanks.
Me?
Yeah, and then it spreads
Fuck
out
you,
from
nigga.
there.
Okay.
And like there's some people who are coworkers or classmates and I can consider them friends. And then I don't know, sometimes stuff happens, but it was good for a period of time.
Oh, okay. Let's not get there yet. Okay, so you do consider like classmates or people you grind with or some of your coworkers. You consider them your friends.
Yeah, I'm an outgoing person. I'll be friends with everybody. I'm not just talking about the students. I'm talking about the cafeteria staff, the faculty,
Okay.
the custodians. I'm gonna know all your names. I'm gonna give you guys nicknames. I'm gonna talk to everybody about anything.
And they're all your friends.
Yes, all of them.
All right, that's good. Because there are different types of people, and I'm just like you. Like anybody I meet, anybody I come in contact with, if we're cool, if we had like more than one like meaningful encounter, I guess I can consider us friends. I don't, really keep it.
Yeah, I think I would agree with that too. It's like, I think most people in the world have associates for the most part. I don't think most people have 50 genuine friends.
Yeah,
I don't think that's realistic, really.
Yeah.
Most people have like a lot of associates, like you said, coworkers, blah blah blah, and then as time builds, then your friendship circle tightens.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I would agree with that. So a friend is somebody I think I've had to know in at least a couple years.
Oh, there's a time limit
It
for
gotta
you.
be,
Like,
yeah.
we gotta have like at least something in there.
For sure.
So-
I got to.
I think I'm learning now not to be the way I used to be. All I had was friends and nothing else. Like even associates, I wouldn't even consider you that. It was just you were nothing to me until you became a friend. Because even a friend to me is a family member.
You're right.
So I had pretty much family and nothing. So it was weird at a certain time when like you say coworkers, they are associates. But for me, they were nothing, absolutely nothing. So you think you're getting close to me, but you're not because you haven't become a friend yet.
So
Well,
would
that's
you?
something.
I guess you would only talk to them about work. Is that it?
Exactly.
Like you don't talk about nothing else.
Nothing else.
Oh.
Like I was a very private person. If you wasn't family, I probably didn't share anything with you. And that's
See-
the way I thought about stuff.
See, I'm the exact opposite. Like, I will share anything with anybody willing to listen to a degree. Like, almost like, I guess I give them the opportunity. Like, here's your opportunity. Like, if you blow it, you blow it. That's on you. But like, I give them the opportunity. Like, we could be cool. But like, depending on our plight, our goal together. Like, when I was in nursing school, like, every one of them niggas there, they knew what I was trying to do. I knew what they was trying to do. So we had a bond built on school, I guess, on like studying and shit like that, and it became cool from there because like it becomes natural. Like, oh, you find out they have kids, or you find out whatever their life thing is, or like what made you come here, their stories. But you find out they have stories. Let me put it that way. And then when those stories, you like develop with those stories, I guess. So like that's what makes me consider,
Be it a friend.
So-
Yeah. So
Go
you gave everybody the opportunity to be a friend. I think I needed everybody to show me they wanted the opportunity to be a friend first. Like, no, seriously. Like it was like we're nothing until I'm comfortable. But for you, it's probably like, hey, we're friends until you burn me, probably type of thing.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
I'm the
yeah.
exact
Okay.
opposite.
You're
Like,
the opposite.
we are nothing until you prove that you're trustworthy.
Worthy enough, okay.
Because I think in the past, I've probably been burned enough to know. So now I probably have a wall up and like, nobody is a friend until you show me you can be
You can
trusted.
be a friend.
So you were more like Daniel at a point where you were friendly with everybody.
I'm pretty sure when I was younger, but throughout the years, I think I've learned to be a certain type of way. It's like a defense mechanism, right? So,
I agree.
and then now that I'm a full adult, I'm making more relationships now because,
So
trying to be more open and shit.
Are you more of a balance in between, or is it still you're kind of more people got to prove themselves
I mean,
first?
Honestly, it's a case by case basis. Like, so now I'm being more aware of who I should do this with and who I can relax a little bit because I'm very tense. I'm a very upfront person. Like, hey,
Go
no,
to
you're
the
not my
gym.
friend.
For me, yeah, I think
that's what it is.
I'm probably closer to Daniel. Like I will consider myself a friend of the people. You know, just a friend of the world. Really, like
Right.
I believe that anybody and everybody not only can be my friend, is my friend
Right.
in a sense. But then like. You know, I'm not an idiot. I know that people have like different motivations. People have different, whatever. People have different, I guess, interests in
Right,
being
yeah.
close to you, being accessible to you, for you. So I'm aware of that, but I just feel like, you know, I give you the opportunity to just kind of just blow it, but then in the beginning I set low expectations to maintain it anyway. So I was like, oh, I see you. What up? How you good? We good. All right. Boom.
That's good
I won't
enough.
see you for 6 months or a year. You good? Oh shit. How you been? Oh shit. You married? Oh, you got divorced too? Shit,
Right.
That's wild.
That's
And we
funny.
move it on. That's
And-
it really for me.
And
So,
yeah, and then
That's
I'm with that too. Like, and I would still consider those same people friends. But I think for me, like you said, I think you said it's classes. Like for me, it's classes like my best friends. You know me, you know who my like close circle is obviously y'all, and then obviously my other homeboys is like. But then there's everyone else. Like I don't consider them associates. Like I'm still my niggas. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
they're still my friends. Like but I still. You still know who your close friends are, how you disclose like the things most personal thing to you. Like if I'm my coworkers, like I wouldn't tell them, like, hey, this is what I'm going through in my home. You know what I mean? Like this
Right.
is how I'm feeling emotionally. Like this is, but
Yeah, with my coworkers at one of the past jobs, I would tell them everything. Like if if I was dating a chick, I felt like I was trying to help them understand the world
You.
or understand guys. So I'd show them. I'm like, hey, look at this young lady. Look at her. Look at this one. Look at this one.
yeah,
And I showed them. I'm like, I wouldn't mind telling them different things. It's for me. It was partly, I don't care.
Right.
About their.
I think, too,
opinion
'cause,
if
like-
they had something negative about it.
Right. And I think too, like when you're at work, you spend most of your adult life at
At
work.
at work.
So you probably see the same people, let's say out of 30 people, 10 years straight. If this is your career, your lifelong career, for
Right.
example, you see the same people
Facts.
every day. So to be walled off,
Yeah.
I mean, I
Nigga,
don't
they
know.
were still a stranger and still is a stranger to me.
Nah, that
Hey,
like
okay.
they were like, Anthony, you had a baby? Yeah, I had a baby.
You didn't tell
that's
us.
I didn't
it.
tell you. Like,
They be like,
yeah,
you didn't
like,
tell us,
Yeah,
bro.
I had
I
a
didn't know you were
child.
supposed to know.
Did you have a follow-up question?
But it's like
Nah.
you see these people that you're around, let's say maybe 4 or 5 every single day.
Every day.
8
Oh.
hours. You see them 40 hours a week.
So
I'm
how
cordial.
can
It's
you
like-
not? I don't know. Like, I can't even fathom even that thought in itself. Like, I couldn't even fathom it. Like, I work part time right now, so it's like I see them for half the week, so not even the 40 hours, and I still fucking. They know my life. Like,
Right.
so I couldn't even imagine like being walled off to a point like, I don't know.
I mean, you honestly you just talk about work or you talk about shit that's funny. You never get personal with them. I mean,
Yeah, because you start bringing up Trump
yeah,
and shit.
and I
then
don't.
shit just get left
I mean,
quick.
just
That's
once
funny.
you keep your personal stuff out, nobody can hurt you. And type. That's the way I think. Like, no, you're not vulnerable to anyone.
so it's because you've been hurt in the past. That's why
I'm-
like you're scared to get hurt again.
It's not even just being hurt. Just I sing so much, and I've seen people get crossed. I've been crossed, so it's a defense mechanism. That's exactly what it is. I'm not gonna lie. You
Yeah.
just keep everybody to a certain length
But I
until
think-
you open the door to the right person.
I
And
think though a trade-off with it though is that because we're 30 plus or getting 30, working is the only place you could find a new friend. Unless you join
Yeah.
like an active group, an active hobbies interest group that
That's
you're
true.
a part of.
Which is unrealistic.
I mean, if you want to go,
Toastmasters.
Okay.
Toastmasters. Peter's part of a Toastmasters.
Oh, that's true.
The
I know that.
speaking
Yeah,
organization.
public speaking.
But without that, I mean, you have nowhere else to find a friend
Or meet people.
or meet people, meet somebody new, or hear new stories, new ideas.
Well, I'm not saying I'm closed off to getting to be a friend. It's
Right.
just that I'm closed off in the beginning until
You just
I
want
feel
them to earn it.
Right. I just want to make sure this is the right person, the right move. You know what I mean? So I have friends throughout my life in different stages of my life still. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Elementary school, middle school, college, grad
yeah,
school,
you still got yeah.
work. I still have a friend at work too.
Right.
But I close everyone off, you know what I mean, until I feel like this person is, I'm not going to say worthy, but this person is reliable to me.
Oh yeah, no, I
Yeah,
wasn't
I mean,
typing
like-
you. I was just saying, I guess in
No, I'm
general,
just,
yeah.
Yeah, I'm just explaining.
So that's
Yeah.
why it was so hard to get to know you growing up.
I don't think you still know me.
That's
Yeah.
funny.
No, man, yeah.
Joke's on you.
It's like at 30 plus. It's the older you get, hopefully you have friendship that grew up with you. Because if they
Right.
didn't,
Yeah.
shit get kind of.
It's tough. Like
No.
it's Cause even like me now, like I can think of friends that like I grew up with y'all obviously, but then also at the same time like my homeboys, my close homeboys that I've known them since third grade, right? And I've known them pretty much my whole adult life. Like we've met our first women together, and like like we've learned life together. Like, cause I think that's what it is for me. Like you want different people that know your plight, that know exactly what that can relate to you in every way form. Just like I said, like with school and stuff, if you guys like are in the same line, trying to get the same career, you guys know what each other's going through. Like other people are not gonna know it, they're not gonna get it.
Yeah.
So when y'all grow up together, y'all start off in the same neighborhood, y'all went to the same schools, y'all learn the same things, y'all like the same division of stuff. Like it's a different grind together. I know what our plight is, you know what our plight is, so we connect there. I can't expect somebody else from a different group to understand that, because you don't know what I've been through.
And that's like if you were to look at my Facebook group, you look at the friends on there, it's different people. It's like just different stories or different people from different parts of my life. I got friends from my time in the Army and different units in the Army, from the deployment, friends from undergrad, friends from law school. And like you were saying, it's just we have different experiences together with each other. I got friends from recent jobs or whatever, and then it's just different. Like I could consider all of them friendly. Like I could just have a conversation with all of them.
Yeah.
I mean, I consider them friends. I could use my using the friends will probably be a little bit more loose than how Tony might use the word friends, or maybe it comes easier for me to use that word, because
I'll say both.
Yeah, I consider them friends, and even one of my homeboys reached out to me on Facebook a little while ago that used to stay down the street from me, and we used to play ball all the time. And I can, hope he's watching. I still got the record, but that's fine. I sent him my number. Like, I hope we could talk again, because that's another type of friendship that was built a long time ago, and it'd be nice to reconnect again.
And okay, so to that point, because that just made me think of something. Like, when do you know like you outgrow them? Like how do you guys approach outgrowing friends, or do you like feel that you're outgrowing them?
Yeah,
or like
that happened to me. Fortunately, kind of like when I was in law school, and one of my homeboys who wasn't moving his life much, and then he just called me out of the blue, like literally random. Didn't call me in the past year or two, and just calls me, "Hey, I'm in Orlando. Can I come to your place?" I'm like, "Whoa." I let him there, and then I had to say, hey, you can't do this anymore. You can't just show up out of the blue like this. We gotta talk, and But sometimes people just keep it moving, and I don't know. I don't want to outgrow anyone, but
sometimes you do. I feel like sometimes where you feel like a shift in energy. It's not even just like I know you say you was in law school and you feel like he wasn't accomplishing much, but sometimes just a shift in the conversation, just a shift in like your personalities.
It's
like,
just different.
Different places now.
Different places. Like the things I used to like, we could both be, rocket scientists.
Right.
But I just don't. The things you like, I don't like, and your interests, my interests.
Right.
A big thing for me that would make me outgrow somebody is if we ever go to a public space and you're the rowdy one, like you're the one like let's say we're in our section, for example, and you're the type to like, walk to other people's section and be like, snatch their women out of their section, like causing a panic for all of us.
Right.
Like, now we gotta fight for you. Things like that would make me like,
I ain't gotta fight for you. You on your own.
All right,
you caused that.
You're right. I feel you. But things like that would make me like, man, you know what? Maybe not. Maybe we should keep some distance between us.
I think like if your energy just doesn't match mine anymore, like especially if I feel like I'm putting a lot into it still, and I'm trying to keep growing this, and you're kind of like just falling back. Right. I pick up on stuff real quick, I think.
You're right.
And that should have pulled me away. It'll make me like move away from you just as much as you're moving away from me, and that's pretty much the end now. I mean, and for me, like I said, I hold my friends as family, and if it gets to the point where I'm letting you go, then there's no coming back at all.
I think that our friends like are just like relationships almost. They are relationships, obviously, but like they're just like how we treat women. We don't say it per se, but like if I come to a point, for me, like if I come to a point where I feel like I'm working too hard at this, which is something you shouldn't work hard to, be like, yo, let's go and do this, let's go and do that. It should come like natural. All right, let's link up, let's fucking whatever. But if it's weird, like if there's a weird energy, like you said, like And it's just because sometimes you can just go in two different directions. You can see the world one way, I can see the world another way, and it just doesn't. It's not cohesive anymore. And it's like you're working to try to like, or maybe you gotta like walk on eggshells every time you're talking to this person. Like that's just trash. Like
Yeah, that
you know,
walking on eggshells.
So do you do owe it to the relationship of a friendship to work on it, to try to see what's going on, to maintain?
No.
yes,
Yeah, for
no,
sure.
No.
you do. But
Hell
with
no.
any relationship, it can't be one sided. You even if you don't think you're working at it, you're working at it. You're always working at it.
Nah, I mean, like you're saying, it doesn't have to be one sided, but you're always working at it. If it's one sided, fuck it. I ain't working on shit.
Right.
I don't need
that's
you.
Fair.
I don't need you.
No, I get
That's
that.
fair.
But
Yeah.
I think at a certain point you have to bring it up and say, hey, let's address the issue. Why?
Why address
no?
the issue? Fuck it. No, I'm good. I hope you're good. I don't have a problem with you, but I'm good.
You gotta talk it out though. Like
No, you don't have to talk it out.
I do recommend it. See, that's one thing. Like a
Leave
lot
it
of time,
alone.
a lot of times is like when we see something going wrong or we feel it going wrong, we'll just ignore it and just hoping like it could just go away or it would just like reconcile itself. That's not how the work. That's not how people work. They want to like if you have an issue or maybe if I said something to you that you didn't like or it came off a certain way or like even something like something that'll fuck niggas up is like. Let's say like we both like the same woman and she happened to like me more and I ended up getting her. That could cause resentment. That could cause an issue there, a little small rift that was there.
For sure.
So if we never speak on that rift or we never talk about it, like, oh my bad, I didn't know you like her or like, or maybe you wanted to date her and I was just like, yo, I really just wanted to smash. That's really all I wanted from her.
Yeah.
And then, like, damn, I wanted to love that bitch. And look at how you treated her. You know what I mean? That's going to cause a rift, but that's almost like that unspoken, like, bro code type of thing. Like, niggas don't want to be the guy that said it, like,
Right,
oh, I ain't going to beef about no bitch. You know what I mean? Like, I'm a real nigga. But
Takes
really,
one conversation.
that shit hurt you,
just
my
don't.
G.
Yeah,
it
it
really
probably
hurt.
does hurt.
Like, you got, so shit like that could cause a rift. That's why I say you should always speak about it. You have a problem with me, whatever, good, bad, or indifferent, whatever, let's talk about it. If I say, like,
I guess for me, I probably would. It kind of depends because I don't. I'll cut anyone off. So that's kind of different. I don't mind cutting people off. It's not that I want to, but for me, my personal health, my mental health is more important than anyone else. So if it's getting to the point where it's more harmful to me than maintaining it, fuck it. I don't need you.
Yes,
I'm
yep.
gonna take care of me first. After I take
Understood.
care of me, if things are cool, we can have something. But I don't care who it is. I'm gonna take care of me first.
And I think the thing about that though was like, I think it's two sided. Like he said, like for example, say you get in a rift between a woman or whatever, like it's an ego check for that person and be like, you know what, that woman chose you over me.
Yeah.
I want to talk about it to you, but it makes me sound like I'm whack, like I'm whatever.
Yeah.
So I don't want to do it. But I think the flip side to that though is that you're beholden to your friends. Because I saw somewhere like some quote said like, the only people who can describe you is your 5 closest friends. So you have no idea of self.
right.
Only they do. So these people can describe you better than you can describe yourself. Because you give yourself too much credit and too
Facts.
much criticism.
Right.
So, but these people can tell you, like, you know what? You really are a know-it-all. Like, you really are. And you just think you smart.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I think, like, you should kind of work, especially if it's a close friend, if shit just goes left, like, you also want for self, or you just saying like self, you want to
Preservation.
self-preservation. This person
mental
has the ingredient to increase your self-preservation, like increase your mental space,
Fortitude and
right?
space.
Because they're close to you,
I guess they do.
and they're not you.
And it's like, I guess the difference is like you said that you don't care, you
I
don't,
don't.
like, but for me, like I'm talking about for myself personally, like for me, like it bothers me knowing that someone out there does not, there's
A problem or a rift between you.
a rift. I don't feel like there should be a rift. Like even if we're not cool, even if we go our separate ways, we could still be cool in that way. Like even like I don't want it to be like unspoken pressure, I guess, or like I don't, that's just me personally. Like I would like to like talk. I would rather talk it out more than anything. Like, yo, tell me what your beef is, and then if I'm like, yeah, nigga, that's what I said, or that's what it is, we can still talk it out, and I know that's the issue, and leave it at there. But if it's like we just never speak about it and we act like it didn't happen, and it's just out there, like I feel like that's just negative energy just there.
Yeah, I think
floating.
that's a healthy way of dealing with that. I think that's probably a more healthy way of dealing with stuff.
For sure.
And more people should be like that. I could definitely agree
Right.
with
Yeah,
that.
man.
I think once you become a friend of mine, like it's pretty much a friendship for life. So this is a relationship that we need to maintain and develop and pick at it and cut things and grow together. So I have to give you the opportunity to talk to you and to speak to you because I don't
Yeah.
want to lose that relationship.
Boy,
Yeah.
that sounds so cool. Listen to y'all say
No,
that.
yeah,
Like I really don't
it's
want to lose the
important,
relationship.
though.
Like that's why I make sure like it's hard for me to accept people because once you're accepted in my life, like it's done deal. We're together. Unless something really bad happens, you know what I mean? But I'm gonna make sure I do whatever I can to foster this relationship.
Yeah.
I hate losing friends because, like I said, they're family to me.
Yeah, it's like losing a family member.
Yeah.
I don't hate it. I mean, for me, I have tons of friends. I said I can always make friends. I have tons of friends. The only time I won't feel like I have friends is if maybe I'm depressed, if I'm going through depression or some type of mental issue, like some heavy weight, and I feel like I'm all alone, which is just my mind, but it's not the truth because I always have friends. But besides that, I don't know. I wouldn't try to fix it like that. I'm just take care of me and go in my own direction.
Do you think that's a little selfish then? Because you never know what this person is
I
going
don't.
through.
I can't see it as selfish. For me, I see it as taking care of me, and
Mhm.
that's what's important to me. After I'm good, then I can help anybody else.
I feel like the thing though is like he said, maintaining these friendships that you have for a long time. Because for example, like if I told y'all a story and I told y'all the lady or the person did something with their left hand and I was offended, y'all would immediately understand why I was offended.
Right.
Because you know that
Yeah.
as Nigerians, we don't anything left-handed.
Right.
God forbid. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
right.
if I can't explain that to somebody I just met.
Right.
You know, because they be like, "Whoa, it's just her left hand." Who
Business
cares?
foot,
Yeah,
yeah.
like things like that. I think is the
And I get that. I
Yeah.
100% get that because certain friends, because it's like, it just depends what the level of, I guess, the friendship is. Like you said, back to what you said. If you've been grinding at this for years, if I've known you for 20 years of my life and I'm 30, you know what I mean? It's going to be tough for me to like let it go for something small or say like, I need to take care of myself. Yeah, I'm going to take care of myself. But in taking care of myself also means I also want to make sure my man's is good. I want to make sure like, you know, we're solid. We're like, you know, on a level playing field or like, you know.
And I think for me, I'd need a friend like you. Because,
Aw.
I'm just being honest. I'd need a friend like you who wants to maintain it. Because for me, I could cut people off, and then that's it. I don't care.
I agree with you. You can cut niggas off. You can
Yeah.
get niggas out of here. Don't get me wrong, but I
No,
don't
but-
think you
but
can
that-
get everybody out of here.
Yeah, but that's a healthy thing. I need that. I need people who have that type of energy to help balance me out.
You toxic.
You toxic. You already toxic.
I'm toxic,
is
or I believe in protecting, like kind of like Tony. It's just a different way
Understood.
of protecting me.
Yeah.
But is it balancing you or is more so taking up the slack for you? You know what I mean? Because you
Is
saying
that balancing like Daniel's energy?
like if you want him to be more 70% and you're like 30 because you just cut somebody off. You won't try as much as he would.
No,
you know what I mean?
I will try. I do try, but I'm not like it's not the most important thing in the world to me. Like I'll just do something different. I'll just go in a different direction.
So that's I don't know. I'm totally different from that. I'm not gonna say I need a relationship, but if I spend time on something and I've grown this with you, unless something crazy happens, then we need to work on it. It's a relationship. It's not just a friendship.
All right, so you have more of a commitment.
I have a
like,
total
feel-
commitment to
all right.
for the few people that I let in, and that's why I only let a few people in because I am dedicated to you.
For sure.
All right, that's very understandable,
Yeah.
especially when you put it like that. I do get that. I wanted to ask you guys, like, if you, like, for us, how do I word this? For us, we have a different level of friendship. I think that, like, it's
Yeah.
I don't have no other friends like you guys because we have a very specific, like, family type of dynamic we have here. Even when you talk to your other friends, if I introduce you guys to my other friends, I'd be like, yo, this is my cousin. Obviously we're not blood cousins, but automatically, like, that's
Yeah.
what because it shows that this is a different level of friendship.
Right.
Like, and you hold those to a different standard than some of the others. So I know if something happens to me, like, these are the first people I'm coming to before I go to anybody else. That's a different dynamic. And I think that stuff like that is like what you need, like, to be actually work properly, for your brain to work properly.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, I know we had that mental health episode, like, these
Yeah.
are the type of, you know, but everybody doesn't have that. And to recognize that is that everybody not having that, you can't expect them to react the same way that you do. I guess that's why, like, I'm more open to it, I guess. I mean,
Sure. And I think like something to piggyback off what you said was like if you introduce somebody to, let's say this us here for example,
Right.
you're like, oh, this is my cousins. I think on that end we'd be like, all right, you know what? Then you just introduce us to somebody. My initial thing is like, all right,
Open arms.
Your
that's
family.
that's the man, that's the new
Yeah.
person.
Yeah,
Your
new
family.
brother.
exactly.
That's the new,
That's it.
that's our new friend too. That's how I see it. Like I'm very good with mixing friends. Some people don't like it because because to me it's like this. If Peter, you bring somebody around and we go out and that person's acting an ass, Peter, calm your donkey.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Calm them down because this is not, this is not how we
This is
operate.
not how we move.
Yeah.
Right. So I hold you responsible
For that
person. That's
Yeah.
my idea of mixing friends. Like that's on you now.
I
Tighten
think,
up.
I think that's my biggest issue of mixing friends because I don't want to be Peter in that instance, calming
To
down
have to
somebody or
babysit.
have to babysit or have to separate my two groups of friends who don't get along. Now, you know what I mean? Like I
Right.
want everything to be calm at all times. So the best thing is to not mix. I don't know.
Nah, I mean,
that
'cause
shit's weird.
To
though,
me,
like,
it's like, it just depends. Like, say you and your homeboy, like y'all rank each other. Like, oh man, what you got on? You look whack. And you bring him around. He's like, he says that to me, like, nigga, what you? He start ranking too. I'm like, whoa, I don't.
right.
I don't know you do.
Like
Yeah,
you
we
start,
don't do this.
you start saying hairline jokes. I'm like, bro, that's not. I don't know you
Yeah.
enough.
Oh,
Like we could
Right.
fight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, and that's the thing. Like, I guess it depends who brings them around. Because if any of you guys bring anybody around, I know 100% that person is solid. That person is good. I don't have to worry about them. I don't worry about like anything. If they're good in your book, they good by me just based on our relationship. Like, if I'm in another group of friends and they bring somebody, I think I'd be more. Not on edge, but like I may not be as welcoming because like it depends who's bringing said person around because like you never know what you're gonna get. Like
Yeah.
you might start wilding out or talking crazy to like whoever or start acting crazy. Like imagine we in the club, mind our own business, doing what we do, and then they start jumping on the couch and throwing bottles everywhere. And
Right.
like you said, next thing you know, we need to fight or some
Yeah.
shit. Like,
Yeah.
bro, I don't fight. I talk. Like that. I want to
Right.
mediate. Like I ain't
Yeah,
with that.
man,
And
hell
then
no.
so
So when you do mix friends, you do kind of vet your own friends to who to bring around the new group. Like you kind of
Yes.
have to see
You
was
got
this
to.
person personality match my new friends or my other friends.
no, you
Right.
got to.
That's
You got
totally important. I wouldn't introduce you to like some of the wildlings that I know because they could just put you. I feel like they could put you in a position that you don't want to be put in. Like you just may not like them. They say some shit like, or say for example, I try to like, hey, what's up, guys? This is my friend Joe, for example, and then you be like, hey, Joe, how are you? He be like, yo, and just unfriendly, just very like,
Right.
fuck you talking to me
Yeah.
for, nigga? I ain't friendly. And you like, man,
And then they
Yeah.
sit there, or like you do bring somebody around and they don't say nothing the whole time. So now you got to check in on them every
Yeah.
so often. Everybody's
Right.
having a good time. We could be at like a game night or fucking brunch. Or speaking of brunch, like I saw one of my homeboys right the other day. Y'all niggas be drinking some mimosas. I'm like, yo, my people
hell
love
yeah,
mimosas.
what? It's mimosa gang over here, bitch.
So imagine we go to brunch or something and he start talking crazy like all these, fucking niggas drinking mimosas. Like I thought
Right.
there was men out here. Then everybody gonna be
Okay.
like, yo, who the fuck is this?
I will
Like,
take off my blouse and fight. What? I'm taking off my blouse and I'm fading. For the
Yeah,
mimosas,
so
for sure.
just shit like that. So like you gotta be aware. Like I think you have to vet them. You have to know who you're bringing around because like these are different, groups that you like mixing together. So like, cause it's gonna be your responsibility. If they start acting crazy, like it's
on your face.
it's on your
It's on
face.
your face, yeah, man. And it's like for me, I was thinking too, like you said about not fighting. I remember a situation that happened in high school when we first got to ninth grade. Like we have in American High, we have something called Central Plaza, which is the middle of the school. So Central Plaza, there's a spot from years down where the football team, that's where they stay. So my closest friend in high school, all throughout, he was like, we gonna stand there to establish us. Like,
Oh, shit.
It's just me and him coming from middle school to high school. We gonna stand in this spot. So we get there, we put one leg on the wall and one leg on the ground, and we standing. And then I'll never forget, Raynard came up to us and was like, yo, Mike, I know you good by me, but you have to leave. And then I was like, all right, cool, I'm down. He was like, hell nah, we stand. All right. So then they came, the football team came. Fuck y'all doing here? Nigga, what? 'Cause he's from the city. Nigga, what? I'm like, man, I don't want to I just got here. This ninth grade. I just got here. I don't want to fight.
Hey, good Christian
And
boy.
then we had to talk about it. He's like, damn, Mike, that's how it's going to be. You're not going to favor me. Then we didn't fight. Nobody fight. We all left. It was just two of us. And I was like, man,
You
I ain't really
tripping.
on it. I was like, nah, I would have, but, not right now. So that's, I was fighting for niggas like, nigga.
Yeah, that shit's
maybe in
trash.
ninth grade, I probably should have, but I can't imagine doing that right now.
Nah, you don't have to. You don't want to fight for people, man. Sometimes people got to learn it and just chill a little.
You just gotta watch the friends that you hang around. I mean, it's still the same way. The ones that's gonna cause you trouble, you gotta kind of slide away from.
But if pressure come this way, then we can handle. But I feel like if we
If we're looking for it,
right, we went there
Right.
to provoke and establish.
and that's tough. That's tough. You gotta like see through it, and you gotta like. And then if it's something like that, if something like that happens and that drifts us away, then I'm like, okay, no problem. Then that means that like we're not meant to be. We just see the world a little differently because I'm not looking for pressure. I'm not trying to find pressure. But if
y'all ever fought for y'all friends before? Got into a fight, an altercation because of your friend? Because of a friend?
Nah, not because of my friend. Well, my friends know me in middle school. Like I used to run from fights a lot. Like,
Shit, damn.
I knew at an early age that it wasn't a talent of mine. Like, I wasn't good at it. So like I never. So they knew never to ask me. Like my friends, we weren't aggressive. We're non-aggressive. Okay. We're cool guys.
Pacifists.
So like we're pacifists. But like that was before I knew like I couldn't fight. So
damn.
So after that, after I learned, and I never.
I mean, I was ready to fight for my brother several times in school. Like,
Okay.
yeah, someone, stepped to my brother. I mean, I'm right there. Y'all fuck, It
Your
is
brother
what it
was your
is.
only friend?
I mean, other friends, I wasn't like I'm not gonna go jump in or nothing like that. I didn't do nothing. That's your fault.
I'd be a jump inner. If it's already going, like, and then I'll do that.
I'm a good watcher. Make sure nobody else jumps in, but I'm not just
Okay.
gonna just pop off. I mean,
You never fought for a friend?
no, I mean, I can't say that.
don't
I mean, no, I probably taken up for him, but never like a fist fight though.
Okay.
Like if it's
Yeah.
right
Yeah,
that
yeah.
far.
Everybody, me and my friends are always on the same wavelength. Like we wasn't about that fight and stuff. You know what I mean? Like especially I grew up in Carroll City. You weren't trying to fight nobody.
Nah, you don't want to.
You know what I mean?
Why not?
Nigga, that's beef for weeks, nigga.
Oh yeah. That's beef the whole fucking semester. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
everybody.
That's
nigga.
true. That's true. That's a
Hoods.
good point. Yeah, man. Shit just get really complicated.
It's just friends. Like friends are a thing. Like friends are like. You want them to be there for you, and you want to be there for them. But like some people's nature is they just can't naturally be there for you the way they want you. Because one thing you have to know is that like people don't see the world as you do. People don't think like you do. People don't have the same heart as you. So like if something can go down or something can happen, and you can think in your mind like, "Yo, I defended you. I did all that I could." In their mind, you didn't do enough. You didn't do what I wanted you to do, or they didn't see it. Like so that could cause. I don't know, friction between it, like, and little bits by bits. And then, I guess as you grow up, you realize that, I realized that you have to talk these things out. You can't just ignore them. You can't, just let it be idle. Because when you let it be idle, then nobody know what the fuck they mad at. You just pissed by yourself and you have these, have these things in your mind.
Yeah.
I mean, also just know your friends, dog. You know what I mean? Like, I am not the friend to call to fight. You know what I mean? Like, don't call me.
Don't
Like,
call me. Right,
don't
right,
expect that shit. If you get into a fight, just know I'll probably be the one to help break it up.
Right.
I mean, nigga, I got a family at home. Fuck your fighting, nigga.
Exactly. I
Which is crazy.
totally agree with that. Like, if we imagine us, we all going to brunch, we got on fucking, our brunch wear, just looking as nice as we could, and then we want to fight. Like, no, man, like. My nails might get dirty. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not. That sounds very metro, but
it's okay.
But it's the idea. Like,
It's
man,
the
we're
idea.
not
I
here
get
to
what
fight.
you're
Like,
saying.
what? We
I'm too old. I'm too grown.
Come on, it's like I want to ride the scooters after brunch. I want to just
Have a
enjoy
good
my
time,
Sunday.
man.
It's a Sunday
You
fun
just-
day. I'm not here to fight.
Yeah.
Like,
People got to leave that in the past, man.
For sure.
You got to leave that alone, and you got to grow up and move on to other stuff, man.
right. I mean, and I was thinking too, like speaking about brunch, like when we all go out, like how do y'all? So we go out as a unit,
Yeah.
and it's like when you're with friends, the expectation is like we all take care of each other. So let's say like, oh, Peter got drinks Monday, Tony got drinks Tuesday, Wednesday, et cetera, et cetera. So how do y'all feel like? Do you think it's the responsibility of each person to maintain this
Cohesive.
like this
pain.
balance?
Yeah.
It's like, all right, you got it. I'm remember you got it, and I'm gonna make sure not to take advantage of that. Or is it just like if it comes, it comes?
No, I think it's also knowing your friends again. If I'm in the right group with the right friends, like we go out sometimes and it's like a couple of us, we'll just split the bill. Whatever it is, we'll give 4 credit cards and just let it go.
Right.
Or if somebody wants something, man, just give me a round for everybody.
Right.
But then you have friends that are like, I'm gonna just give me my half of the bill, and then
Right.
you know what I mean. So
all
you
I got was a
and
salad. Right.
I mean, I want to be a good guy to that person too, but
Yeah.
it's just not gonna happen.
No, I
you know what
get
I mean? It got to be fair.
Even with that, you gotta you have to know the people you're with.
Right.
If I'm like with y'all, we at like the bar or whatever, we can split everything.
Right.
We get a bunch of appetizers, we can have a good ass time. But like on the same token, like let's say y'all ever been like fucking invited to like a birthday dinner? Like let's say let's say like coworker or something. Your coworker invites you to a birthday dinner. She's like, oh, I think you're really cool. You should come to my birthday dinner. Come to whatever restaurant, and you go to said restaurant and you order whatever you order, and all of a sudden, 90% of the people there you don't know. You know your friend, and maybe his girlfriend or something like that, and then everybody else you don't know them, and then they say split the bill. So all of a sudden, you have to split the bill with a bunch of people you don't know.
No, you don't.
But then, do you be that person?
Hell yeah, I don't know you. Look, I ordered my stuff.
I got a salad, everybody.
I ordered my stuff, or all I know is one person here. Like, what is going on?
That's pressure.
Not for me.
That's not pressure for me.
I'm with you. I see your point. For me, if we're at put the example, a birthday dinner, this is my belief, that we're all participating in birthday. So if we're all participating, imagine you're going to a birthday party, right?
Right.
And you go to, let's say somebody's hosting it at a club, for example. Everybody pays the same entrance fee
Right.
to the club.
I feel
Right? So let's say that person got a section. Everybody say you chipped in $30, I don't know, whatever, to get the drinks or whatever.
Right.
Everybody chips in equally.
I feel
Okay.
So at this
Okay.
birthday dinner, everybody chips in equally.
It's not the
Like,
same
I wouldn't-
concept.
for the birthday.
I wouldn't mind like paying equally. It depends on how much everybody is having. Like if some people are going off and going off and going
Then
off.
go off.
No, but if I'm not going
Bro,
off and
go
someone
off.
else is,
I don't know. All I'm saying is I had a romaine salad, and the person next to me had a
T-bone.
12-ounce Angus ribeye or whatever the
it's a
fuck.
birthday party.
But then if you had a birthday party, why you getting romaine lettuce? Like to me, for example, say somebody got like I don't know, shots for the table or bottle. Let's say they ordered 3 bottles of wine, so everybody could get a glass of wine. Well, you took that wine, didn't you? You did.
But the thing, like for me, I just wouldn't show up in situations
Okay,
like that. I just will
perfect.
stay home.
Perfect. I
Yeah,
think that's perfect.
because then I
Alright.
don't have to make the group feel. Y'all go have fun. I'll do my own thing.
And I
don't
think
have to.
that's
Y'all
great.
don't have to feel uncomfortable.
But
perfect.
the problem with that is a lot of the times what happens is nobody says on an invitation, this is going to be one bill that's going to be split. They say after you're like mid-salad, like,
Right.
just so you guys know, it's one check for everybody. And you're like, wait a minute.
I don't
I
care.
order
Look,
again?
You can say whatever you want. Look. This is my card.
Yeah. See?
I want to see you get this money from me.
Oh, man.
wow.
See, that's pressure. That makes
That
you
ain't no
look
pressure on me.
That
I
makes you
feel
look nasty.
I don't care.
I know you don't care. You've established that.
Yeah,
like,
that's not pressure.
you
That
quick
makes
to
you
cut.
look filthy.
No, look, like you said, if they didn't say it ahead of time and I didn't agree to it, then like there's no pressure. You can't surprise me and say, hey, now you got to pay this amount of money. Like if you had said it ahead of time and I agreed to it, I agree to it.
But it's kind of like what Junior said. Like you're paying for the birthday party, not necessarily for your food.
Yeah,
Right.
but was there an agreement, or are you just trying to take something from me?
I guess it's more about idealistic thing. Like I'm
Yeah.
going there to have a party, not necessarily I'm going there to pay for my food. And
Right.
I
Get
don't
it?
know. It's tough.
The food is
I'm
not.
getting it.
The food is not important,
Right.
Really.
It's
in
the
this
fun.
scenario.
You're
It's
paying for the fun.
Right. It's almost like, say, for example, if you had a game night and you like, yo, everybody bring something to
Something.
participate.
Right.
Yeah.
You're not required to bring anything.
Right.
I'm sure you probably have everything anyway. But just like out of good nature, we bring something to you. Am I only gonna? I only brought the macaroni, so I'm only gonna eat the macaroni.
Right.
That don't make sense.
Oh, like
right?
a potluck.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's like, if you bring a potluck to his home, for example, he has a game night. He's providing atmosphere, games,
Yeah.
such and such.
Right.
I don't bring anything. Should I not eat anything? Should I not play no games?
Right.
Should I not, you know what I'm saying?
That's true, but all I'm saying is just let me know ahead of time so I can also order the ribeye. Like I would know.
Yeah, that's what we're here for.
That's all I want to know,
And
just
if
so I
it's,
can.
if it's
know.
my birthday, I'm not paying anyway. So y'all order whatever you want. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna pay for me.
That's
So,
funny.
That's
Salad
true.
is shady though.
hey, But then when it's your turn, we'll pay for you.
That's true.
We'll pay for you.
That's true. But it makes it tough sometimes because like when it's people like Peter's like, yo, I don't give a fuck. I'm paying for this Sprite and salad. Like I don't care what y'all got going on. Y'all figure it out amongst yourselves. But that makes you look nasty though. That's not like.
See, at that moment, you probably should not have come.
Yeah.
For real. Like keep it real. Like you shouldn't have come because it's like, yo, I'll text you. Happy birthday.
Like, and that's for sometimes if there's events, I don't mind. I don't have a problem not being there. I'll just chill. I'll just do something different.
So speaking on game night, what do you think is the responsibility of like the guest that's coming? You know, I know you said like you have to bring something, but for sure, like I kind of feel like, especially even with plus ones, your responsibility, if you're going to bring a plus one, make sure that person adds to the fun. You know what I mean? This can't be a Debbie Downer you're bringing. You have to know the person you're bringing. Or even, like you said, bring a bottle of wine or something. You know what I mean?
Yes. You can't, to me, you cannot go to somebody's game night. At least ask, what can I bring? If they tell you, I don't bring nothing, you good, then you're good. Don't walk to, somebody send you a text, yo, game night in my house, or whatever, and you just come.
That
the fuck?
You know, that's actually something I just learned like not too long ago. Not something I learned because every time you go to somebody's house, you should bring something. You should bring something ideally, but like I've never really thought of it like, oh, that's a real thing. Like you really want me to? Because if anybody invite me somewhere, like I would usually just go. It's not up until recently. Like I would at least like go buy like a fucking 12-pack of Corona or some shit like that. Just something so that I don't go empty-handed because it's like I guess it's like this unspoken thing. Like you should not. I think that's a number one responsibility. Game night, whatever. We're having something at my house. You should bring something. If anything at all.
Somebody is paying for something. You know what I mean? You're going there for free.
You're going into their space.
They paying for the fucking house.
Yeah.
Like they're paying for the AC they're paying for the atmosphere.
Right. The liquor.
Right. They paying for it all. And you just there, like showing
to
up.
Show up.
Taking advantage, I think, of your relationship.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
That's an issue. You don't want people taking advantage of your relationship. So.
Right. You're leaning on the relationship. Like, yo, like, I know he's my friend, not gonna say nothing anyway. Like, it's not that big.
Yeah, that's not good.
I'm gonna go eat, drink, and then I'm gonna bring somebody. I didn't bring anything, and I'm also gonna bring somebody to add another.
Who is not gonna bring something?
Also,
and I'm gonna bring someone
who ain't gonna bring nothing.
And if they're trash, even worse.
Exactly. Wow. You see what I'm saying? Like I think that's when you start like, you know. And again, the person whoever's hosting it, they're not gonna say nothing because it's not that big of a deal. But to you, it's like
it should be.
Yeah, it should be. Yes, to you, because you're starting to squeeze your relationship. Like ever so tighter, I think.
Shit, that even goes for like riding in the car as a passenger with somebody. Like if I feel like if we all hop in my car and go to a club or something, should I pay
gas money?
Well, not even gas money. Should I pay for parking? How do y'all feel about that? Like, is it the responsibility of the driver to pay for parking? If I'm already driving, who pays for parking?
I wouldn't want anyone's money if I'm driving them.
Yeah,
like I wouldn't want them to pay.
You're
for
not really giving money
for parking.
I think of it like this: like, let's say we all going to like Wynwood or something like that, some shit like that. We're like, oh, yo, I don't want to drive down there anyway. Like, if we all go down there, I guess you should pay for parking. Like, I ain't do that in the past, but that's a good point. Like.
Today we learn.
Because like even fucking Mike here, like we'll go there, like yo, you going to Wynwood? We going tonight? All right, yo, I don't want to drive. I'm gonna come to your house and drive, and I still don't pay for parking. Damn, I'm sorry, bro.
No, I've been meaning to tell you 6 years later that you owe me $600. No, I just feel like it's it just depends too. It's like. There's no real rules, I guess.
Well, I guess it's good.
It's a good offer.
Yeah, just like, yo, you
damn,
good?
I understand that you're driving. That's
yeah.
It makes
sense. I'm gonna get drunk, and you're the designated driver now.
And that's true. Like that's
at
more
least